Hello loves! Okay, now that I don't have to squeeze this into 1 minute for a shorts video or a TikTok video because anything that goes over a minute, it never does well. But I can give a better explanation onto how I made this cake. So first we have the marble effect. What I do is I flatten a piece of fondant and then I use different colored types of fondant that I want, like whatever color you're basing it on. This one happens to be blue. And then I put them sporadically onto the piece of fondant. I learned sporadically from Clueless back in I can't even remember. Back in the 1900s. Anywho, I flatten it out and then I go ahead and I roll it up, mix it up a little bit, but do not over mix because then you're going to turn it back into one color. I put it in the microwave just to soften it for a little bit. My microwave is in my counter, guys. I did not put it on the floor. I rub vegetable shortening and cornstarch on my counter so that it doesn't stick, because if it sticks, I have to redo it all over again and remelt it, and then I just would have overmixed it, and I basically just turned an entire batch of fondant blue, and I can't really reuse it unless I have another order that's for blue cake. So you really do have to do this right the first time. Now I'm just rolling it out and I'm trying to decide which side is nicer. And you know what? I think this side was the nicer side, so I don't know why I picked the other side, but oh well, it still turned out beautiful. So here I am trying to cover it nicely onto the cake. I do have a video on how to cover a cake in fondant if you guys want to search that up, but I'm also using my two smoothers to make sharp edges. And ready? Clear. Yeah, back when I watched Grey's Anatomy, I used to love doing that. Now I just can't help it. So you see that leftover fondant? I'm saving it for the top tier. Oh, there you go. I'm in my pajamas. Top half is okay for the camera. Bottom half is for the house. So now I have to add like a snow effect on the top of the cake. And I basically dampened my cake from the top so the fondant sticks to it well. And I'm smoothing down the sides that I want to be stuck to the cake. And I get my X-Acto knife. And now I'm going to look deep into your soul. I don't know why. I don't know what I was looking at. I'm probably like, what the heck is going on over there? So I decided to put it in slow-mo for you just so you can get a glimpse of, that. Anywho. So using the X-Acto knife, do not cut way too deep because then you're going to cut the underneath fondant. Just kind of do it slowly, you know. And rubbing it with a little bit of cornstarch and another piece of fondant to smooth it out. On to the staircase that Elsa will climb up. I used Rice Krispie treats because if I used this to all be fondant, it would be so heavy. And I'm basically just kind of smoothing it out, trying to get sharp edges onto the stairway. It was a little difficult to do. And I stuck it on by steaming the cake because fondant really does stick to fondant well. As you can see, I put sprinkles for the sparkly snow. And then I added the name using a font off of Google. A little bit of the toys. I did hand make that castle, but I didn't have a video on it. And that's it. Hope you enjoy.